please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Hello and welcome to Your Stocks. I'm Nigel D'Souza and with me is Ekta Batra. Well, for the markets, it's been more or less, a decent day. We have gains of around 30 points approximately. We're struggling to hold on actually at the higher point of the day. The Sensex as well as higher. The mid-cap index, that's where the action was. At one point of time, we were up close to around 1%. We're still holding with gains of around 0.9%. But Ekta, we're trying to concentrate on the markets. However, Mumbai is not in a good spot today. Everyone would have thought we were trying to overcome what happened in the Kambla Mills incident. And this is not good for humanity on the whole. I mean, really, I wonder how people are going to make their way back home. And the signals are not positive at all.
Yes, absolutely, Nigel. Well, I hope that our authorities can, control the kind of issues that we're facing on the streets of Mumbai right now. But I know that a lot of businesses are already shut, a lot of offices are shut, and a lot of people haven't even sent their kids to school today. So that's actually a good thing that there's, some amount of safety and precautions which are already being taken. But I'm sure that the Mumbai police will be able to manage to curtail the kind of damage which we've already done. But nonetheless, we're going to keep getting you updates on this issue. For the top stories that we're tracking this afternoon, and joining us this afternoon, we have Shaina Mukaddam and Sandeep Wagle to answer all of your questions. Shaina as well as Sandeep, thanks very much for joining in this afternoon. First up, we have Anand, who calls in from Uttar Pradesh with a question. He has investments in AUROBINDO. Hi, Anand.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon.
Ma'am, my question is with Mr. Sandeep Wagle.
Okay.
Sandeep ji, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm regularly following you, and I know you are a real fan of AUROBINDO Pharma.
Anand, if you can just share your query. I understand you have a question on AUROBINDO. You have around 25 shares?
Yes, ma'am. I am having 25 shares of AUROBINDO Pharma.
Which you've bought at 678.
Yes, ma'am. And which I had bought 1 year back.
Sure.
So whether to keep holding or...
Okay. And how long are you okay with holding it for?
Ma'am, more than 10 years I can hold this.
Okay, all right, good. So you're a long-term investor, but Sandeep, over to you then. If you would have a view on AUROBINDO and any sort of targets. I know 10 years too long a horizon for technicals, but nonetheless.
Anand, you are smarter than what I am because your average is better than me. I must say that. Having said that, I would recommend a hold with a stop loss of 610. I would talk of the next 12 to 15 months. I would talk of a 850, 870 target, and then we will revise it if required. I mean, I have much higher targets over a 2 to 3 year time horizon. So yes, a hold as of now. And I would want to give a disclosure that I personally hold it in my portfolio, as well as my family portfolio.
Okay, all right then. So that's the view coming on Auto Pharma. But let's get Shaina's view as well. Shaina, you have a view on Auto Pharma. What's your take?
I'm with Sandeep on this. I also personally hold it as a disclosure. My family also holds AUROBINDO Pharma. And I believe that in terms of valuation compared to the rest of the pharma companies, it is very attractively priced. And even if you see the numbers that they are reporting, the numbers are much better than the rest of pharma. Which have been reporting in the last quarter numbers also. So I see no reason to panic. The stock is definitely looking a little bit weak. It has not been a performer over the last year. But at the same time, I would keep my hopes and continue holding. And I think the investor will definitely make money since he's a long-term investor.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much for that, Shaina. Well, just keep an eye on a couple of stocks. Adore Weldings, I think we should get that ADOR Weldings. Let's get that one up for you on the screen. It's moving higher. ESAB, ESAB. Let's get a couple of these stocks. Normally, volumes are not very, very high, but suddenly these stocks, they're flying actually as we speak. You put ESAB as well up for you on the screen. That stock as well. It's now locked in upper circuit. Maharashtra Seamless, that's the other stock I'm looking at. That one as well, spiking away as we speak. It's moved higher with a gain of close to around 5%. Remember, in the last 1 year, it's more than doubled. volumes picking up on that one as well. But we have another caller. Mr. Sinha calls us from Bihar. He has investments, I think, in persistent systems. Hi, Mr. Sinha.
Yeah.
How can we help you, sir?
I am holding it for the last 3 years near about. Average cost of buying is 500.
Okay.
So 750 shares I have.
Okay.
I don't. I want to know the prospect of this share for a year or two.
Okay. All right. Let's find out what's the fundamental view. Shaina, coming across to you first. For the next couple of years, he wants to hold it. Your take?
Yeah, he should continue holding it. I think with the accelerated demand coming from the enterprises segment and the digital space where, you have a lot of scope for innovation and growth, I think Persistent is well placed to capitalize on this. So, and I think in terms of numbers also, the company is reporting decent set of numbers. I would continue holding this stock. I think there's definitely an appreciation from here on. The investor can look for a target of, very near-term target of something like 720. But keep a stop loss of, deep stop loss of 650. I think you should continue holding and review it as it will to some extent depend on also how the market moves. So review it at some decent intervals, but there is no problem with the stock for the longer term.
Well, steady for the market. So the Nifty is just about hovering at around 10,500. We have the mid-cap index, which is holding very steady. So we're up around 0.8% currently for the mid-cap index. And that advanced decline ratio stands out for today because that's managed to maintain in terms of a healthy breadth for the entire trading session. And yep, no crisscross which has taken place there. So that kind of firm lack of volatility is seen in the advanced decline ratio. We do have a couple of more queries now. We have Namita, who writes to us from Mumbai. She holds 2,200 shares of Syntex at 91 since the past 9 odd months, and she's a long-term investor and wants to know whether to sell. Shaina, Syntex has obviously undergone some restructuring. So taking that into account, what would you recommend to Namita?
She's made money actually because she, I believe, must have bought it before the split. So in terms of both the, I'm of course more positive on the other half of the business, that is the Syntex Plastics, where I think the company enjoys a very strong brand, and that definitely is a stock one should hold for the very long term. As far as Syntex Industries go, it's in textiles. I think there's a lot of debt on the books of Syntex Industries. And the stock, I believe, is in the consolidation phase. At the same time, I would give a hold, and maybe she can switch at higher levels, say maybe 28, simply because of the business, the debt, and the overall. There is potential, but since it's a new business, it's going to take some time. So she can, in fact, switch and add on to her Syntex Plastics from Syntex Industries at higher levels.
Okay, all right. So Syntex, that's the view coming in there. You could add at lower levels, look for a target of around 28 rupees. Well, the mid-cap space actually is doing quite well. We were talking about Ador Welding just a short while back. Pull up Ador Fontech as well. That stock as well is spiking up in the last few minutes. So keep an eye out on that one. And Andrew Yule, that's the other stock that's doing well. That as well moving higher, and it's moving higher on good volumes as well. So keep an eye out on that. VIP Clothing as well. We have seen that stock do so well in the last 1 month. In fact, today as well, that stock is spiking up. So plenty of action actually in the broader markets. Well, let's go to our next caller. I think we have Mr. Baldwa, in fact, who writes to us from Mumbai. She holds, in fact, around 500 shares of Supreme Petrochem at around 100 rupees since the last 4 years. Long-term investor wants to know whether or not to hold or sell it. What's your take, Sandeep, on this one? It appears she's making a lot of money.
Nigel, I would recommend a hold with a stop loss of 300 for a target of 445, 450. Talk of the next 12 to 15 months. So a definite hold from my side.